Papers accessed by India Today TV. These papers today are now suggesting, guess what? That an inter-ministerial budgetary proposal for financial year 2012 was leaked to corporate houses. The leaked documents were inter-ministerial budget proposals prepared by the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. The leaked budget papers listed out proposals for customs and excise duties, central sales tax, and proposed additional levies. The copy of these budgetary papers accessed are dated January 21, 2012 and were forwarded by top SR officials. SR, which is in the heart of this corporate espionage case now. The mail communication between the SR corporate officials. The revelations come while the Delhi police, remember, is probing the corporate spying case. Okay, remember, several officials have already been arrested in this case. I want to go straight to Prashant Bhushan, who's taken up this case. We've asked SR to also react, and SR has told us now to these revelations with us, these documents with us. This is what SR has to say today. In response to our query, the corporate group claims the matter is sub judice. The documents in question are already in the public domain. The company claims it did not indulge in anything illegal and no improper action. SR is denying that its officials had access to any confidential government document. I'm joined at the moment by Prashant Bhushan. Prashant Bhushan, you've heard what SR is saying. These documents they claim are already in the public domain. How do you respond to that? That they claim that they got these documents of budget proposals because these were already part of public knowledge through the media?
No, that's not true at all. If you look at these emails, it is very clear that the people who are sending these emails, some of the officials of SR to other senior officials of SR, including to the Ruiyas, they are saying that they have managed to access these documents, these budget documents, etc., and this is incomplete, and they would try to get the whole of it also. So therefore these were clearly not in the public domain. What SR is saying is the last refuge of every scoundrel in this country today who says that this matter is sub judice, therefore they would not like to comment on.
Sir, can I though very specific?
What has happened is
Prashant ji, just a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Very specifically, the documents contain the main budget proposals for customs duty, excise duty, central sales tax, income tax, goods and services tax, as well as documents specifically related to the Petroleum Ministry. Now, the argument which is being made is that many of these documents could have been accessed by journalists in the course of covering a beat. Now these documents on January 21st, 2012, which is exactly about 5 weeks before the union budget, Pranab Mukherjee was then finance minister, Murli Deora was petroleum minister. These are interministerial proposals. They may not have reached the final budget. How do you respond to the fact that if journalists have accessed them, then maybe tomorrow a corporate does as well?
No, these are not accessed through journalists. You see, if you look at the entire documents that have emerged from these SR leaks, entire set of documents, these show that SR had a very large division whose job was to access all these confidential documents. Another division whose job was to influence the bureaucracy and various other public officials by way of giving them jobs to their proteges, as well as various other gifts, yacht tours in their yachts, etc., all these kinds of favors. There was another division which was in charge of managing the media. So therefore, in a very well-oiled and well-organized manner, all these things were being done by SR, that is accessing all kinds of confidential documents which could benefit them commercially.
But questions will have to be raised. The questions will have to be raised about the political leadership and the corporates. You're presumably, I presume what you're saying is that this is revealing, in a sense, according to you, a corporate politician nexus. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely, not just corporate politician, corporate bureaucrat nexus, corporate media nexus. Actually what it shows is how a large corporate like SR creates a very large division. It's a kind of PR division to manage the entire environment, which includes the politicians, the bureaucracy, the media, etc., by way of firstly accessing all information which could benefit them, secondly managing decisions in their favor, managing to plant stories in the media, managing to kill stories in the media. It's
what is the may I ask
something
you,
like the Radia tapes, actually.
May I ask you, therefore, you're likening it to the Radia tapes, but before I leave you tonight, I want to know what do you believe is the exact law which has been violated? Is it the Official Secrets Act? Do you believe that if journalists, would that lessen the nature of the illegality that you believe they've committed?
Well, if they have got it from journalists, yes, it would lessen the nature of the illegality. If they have accessed it from the officials themselves who were in possession of it and who were supposed to keep them confidential, then yes, they would be clearly guilty under the Official Secrets Act. But you see, this is, as I said, this is only the tip of the iceberg, that is accessing the information. Thereafter, they go around influencing the decisions being made by the government by way of providing all kinds of favors to the ministers and others, which was uncovered earlier, by way of giving jobs to the ministers' proteges and so on, by way of giving gifts, etc., and sometimes by outright bribery as well. So therefore, this gives the citizens of this country a glimpse of how things are, how the system is managed.
I take your point.
By these large corporates.
I'm going to leave it there. At the moment, unfortunately, we don't have SR has not come in beyond that one statement to respond to what you're saying. But I presume you will place all these documents before the Supreme Court. The matter is far from over in that sense. The corporate espionage case has taken another twist with the revelations of these fresh documents that we have now accessed here at India Today. Prashant Bhushan, appreciate your joining us and giving us a sense of what this means now.